I know. Like I'm that way. Hello.
Are you trying to be scary?
Scary Rary. Hello, everybody. Good evening.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing?
This is Halloween.
Hope everyone's doing peach keen. Let us know you're here or there or anywhere. That would be great.
When I'm going over the links, you might have to finish this.
Tanya, hello.
Hi, guys.
There. Ooh, look at that. She's got the great thing. Deb, hello.
Hello, hello,
hi,
hello. Beth. So today,
hi, Barbie.
I am so excited. I have been
Onto us.
Planning this all day because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I have not done a project in a hot second. So everyone is joining. Our restream is still kind of getting figured out. So you may be watching on YouTube, Facebook,
or replay,
or our personal page. Who knows?
Hi,
but
hi, Kathy.
The links, no matter what, are either going to be below the video, off to the side,
somewhere.
But you can always go to our link landing page, which is
links.com/CCK, and that is with 2 eyes.
Yeah. And that will take you to our...
Look, it's your dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Al.
I have an update for you, Dad. I'll call you either today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, but... Yeah. Okay, so... super excited. Sean's going to paint, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff we're going to cover tonight. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Couture is or have no idea, that's what the link landing page is for. I'm going to show you really quickly how to use it. But I've also given you some more stuff down below. But this is where you can go to find out everything about Couture. Should you join as a designer? Should you join as a club member? What products do you have? What's the products Ken used in his live? How do I get some of his candy? It's all here.
It's all there.
So let's go ahead and share with you. So when you go to links.co/CCKK, takes you to the link landing page, which is right here. Now, this is the home page. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, and you guys can catch up because we have a lot to do in our project. If you want to talk about the new holiday release that just happened, you can click on the holiday release, and this will actually take you to everything holiday. You can shop the release, look at the catalog, what's new in the release, what transfers are new, paste. It is all there. We just did a video on this, on what came out, so take a peek at that. If you want to know what is on sale and what's happening, that is under the What's New in September. And let me tell you, oh my goodness, there are some cool things I want to cover. First and foremost, tomorrow, the Shadow Box is finally here. This is one of the only things that did not come out with the brand new product launch. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It's got a magnet clip. You actually can do inserts with a wood grain or white. It will launch tomorrow on our chalk site at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Now,
that's actually sooner than they thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, if you are not a Club Couture member and you have thought about joining, do not delay, because right now it's crazy. So first and foremost, if you did not know, they've done huge enhancements to our Club Couture program. So basically, you now, as a Club Couture member, not only get the pay single, your exclusive transfer and the 3 pay singles, but you get a coordinating accessory now. You get exclusive deals like this month of 25% off and a secret 15% off. And an anniversary squeegee. Plus, when you prepay, you can get another 15% off. The anniversary squeegee will always be an exclusive color. This time it is a hot pink, very cute. But there is an exclusive little sneaky peeky sale, which is for Club Couture members between the 14th and the 30th. When you use coupon HOLIDAY as a Club Couture member, you get 15% off an order of $50 or more.
Nice.
That's huge.
That's very huge. Yeah,
and Club Couture members, yes. I already know what you're going to ask. Reach out to me. And there is 25% off all kits if you are a Club Couture member. So don't delay. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, it is buy 5 singles, get 1 free. This is awesome. You get 6, which is basically like a palette pack. But what's really cool is you can mix and match ink and paste, which I love. Oh, nice. So that's going on. Of course, you guys all know you should be experiencing Chalk Couture some way to get a deal. Either Club Couture, become a designer. If you have questions, reach out to us, or I'll show you where to go on here. And then down here is everything that you missed out on. This is why it's important at the beginning of the month to check my link tree or whatever I'm on, this link page, and watch out for our announcements, because Superstition, which we're using tonight, is sold out. Sad day. And the mix and match, buy one, get one free, ended on September 6th, which was my birthday. So you always want to make sure. Yes. I do have a place now where you can click and see all of our candy releases, which we're going to talk about here in a sec. Down here, of course, we have all the links to our Etsy store. What's on sale right now, which takes you right to all of our sales. But I also wanted to show you, if you are someone that's like thinking about Chalk Couture, we have What is Chalk Couture? Shop our products. And if you click there, it literally takes you to all of our products, all of our videos, everything you would know. But the big one is, should I join as a Club Couture member or a designer? And everything you need to know is here or on my YouTube channel playlists. So that's what I love about the link landing page. It's all there for you. So thanks for watching, and good night. No, I'm just kidding.
And good night.
All right. So hopefully that was a fast thing. That Club Couture sale was kind of a surprise. Yeah. Like, I didn't know about it.
Surprise.
All right. So we are doing a project tonight. I'm so excited. Halloween is right around the corner.
Hi, Miss Ellie.
And I am in decorating mode, meaning I'm going to break up Halloween to 2 weekends this year. Normally I try to do it all in one weekend. It's kind of stress-filled because all of our Halloween is in a storage unit. So we have to rent a truck or get a truck. We have to go up there, get it out, transfer it down here, start decorating. I used to be where I had to have it all done in a day. Like, literally, like, I was like, nope, everything needs to be up, it needs to be done. But I've worked on that. I'm a person that just is working on progress, not perfection.
Didn't know that you needed bottom.
That's okay.
I thought it was going to stand alone.
So what I'm doing right now is I am painting our chockable shapes we're using. Now, if you want a supply list of everything I'm using, if you go to our links landing page again, under links from today's live, you would click there, and then it will say Chalk Couture supplies used in tonight's live. And it will open up basically my website and add everything I'm adding to the cart, and then you can go through and get rid of what you do and do not need.
Yeah, makes it easy.
Yeah. So today's been super busy. We've been working with TikTok Manager to try to get our TikTok products back online, which has been a lot of work.
A lot of work. Yeah,
and
it's amazing on what you need to have done just to get it back on there again.
It's crazy, which I am doing a Ken from the Car. That's why Ken from the Car didn't happen yesterday, because it was a long day.
Long day.
Get a thing of water.
Oh, and it's been so long.
I'm not used to me doing projects.
I know, it's been so long since we did a project. I forgot to grab some water. A little hot agua. Love that picture, Allie, of you and Benny. That's so cute.
I'm so excited, though, because it has been a while since I've done projects, and I love it. Okay, so all of the supplies will be down there. Just to let you know, Chockable Shapes have a boutique finish, which means if you're going to paint them like we did, because I wanted them black, you do need to rough it up a little bit. Slap it around. Hit it a little bit. Actually, you just need to sand it.
Sand it down. Get some of that shininess off of there.
I forgot to tell Sean. He went through and painted everything. And he's like, this is just coming off. And I'm like, oh, sorry about that. So, I'm going to get that ready. But let me show you kind of what the theme is. So, part of decorating, I have a ledge in between my kitchen and my living room. And I've been wanting to refresh it for a while. Look at little Frankenstein saying hi. But I love the little gnome and wizard in the middle there. So it's hard to see. I should have zoomed in on it, but that's okay. So we're going to do that. They're like little witch and wizard, and they're like in their apothecary. So we're doing an apothecary themed. I'm trying to match the colors as best as I can without having them because they're in my storage unit. I can't really go up there, but we're going to do our best. So And we will show you the candy that's launching tomorrow on my Ken from the Car. I'm super excited. Because we are in Halloween mode. We've done frosting. We're doing all sorts of stuff. And it is been awesome. It has been just a great birthday month. Ooh, we'll talk about what we watched yesterday. We saw a movie yesterday that I love. That you need to watch. But first, let me show you kind of what we're using in today's project. So, we will be using the Apothecary transfer. It's a C-size transfer. It's this guy right here. Okay, so we're using that. We're using the chalkable shapes that go with that. I'm using this transfer. It's a C-size transfer, and this is, I think, rent, or I'm in need of a rent, or I'm a ghost tombstone.
Ooh, why didn't I go like that?
And I'm using the etched skull. So we're using these 3 transfers. The chalkable shapes. These are old house cutouts that I've had. And the reason I'm using that is our Apothecary sign is on a 6x18 double-sided box frame. And my witch and wizard are going to sit on this, but it's not very thick, so this will end up going there to support that. And last but not least, we are using the arch and base. Now these come in black or white. We're obviously using black, Halloweenish. And then you'll see what I'm using these for, but these are basically the little tiny base. You can get 2 in a pack, and Sean just...
I cut it down, and then one was too thick, so I had to cut it down again. But
yes,
it's not exactly half, but...
And I'm not sure 100% on the colors yet, but we have some glow in the dark. We have lots of stuff. So we're going to get started by first getting our Apothecary and letting those kind of dry. While I am cutting that up, I'm just going to be using my transfer trimmers on this. See, you can show them kind of what we've been working on Halloween candy-wise.
Yes, so...
And then I want to know what your favorite is. Mine is, I'm addicted to the frosting. Like, big time. I need to get it under control.
Talk about the frosting. Here's frosting.
Aren't they cute? I was afraid they weren't going to ship well, but I think they'll be fine.
Zoom in. So these are the ones that you get from Walmart. Green, black, which is chocolate, artificial flavored, and purple and orange.
Which we were going to go to the store today because purple is hard to find.
Oh my goodness, there's only one store here that has it.
But we've been...
Here is our freeze-dried peep, the ghost, and we also have a few others with freeze-dried candy corn that goes around them. And then, of course, we have the pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
We got Frankenstein. Hey, Mary Pat. MJ, how you doing? Now, if you notice that this is also candy corn, but it's a different. This is called Fall Festival.
And Sean's addicted.
And these
to
are good. It's kettle corn.
He's addicted to it. Don't
cotton candy, strawberry funnel cake, caramel apple, lemon lime snow cone. Yeah, all kinds of different things.
Okay.
Excellent. And then we have our dragon eggs. This is basically nerd-covered candy corn, freeze-dried.
It's so good.
They're so good. It's got that tangy taste of nerds. Oh, here's the other one. It's kind of hiding. Here's the skull. These were like only in one store. We've been to many stores, but only like one store had these. They
were like a local store too.
And then we have Shrieker Skittles. So they're same Skittles, but they're different flavored, but in every small little package, because you know, a little gift size that you give out to cotton can or that you give out to during trick or treat, is there's one that's like super sour, more sour than.
And if you turn it over, you kind of see it. Like it's kind of a sneaky peek.
Yeah. That one right there, they're the biggest. So the biggest ones are the sour ones. So if you get that, yeah. Now let's zoom out if I can find my controller. Where did my controller go? Oh, here it is. Hidden by candy. There we go. All right, freeze-dry candy looks so yummy. Oh, Mary Pat, I'm telling you, so good.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make sure this is dry. And I am going to hit my edges with a little bit of white for some distress. And, oops.
Light down in the bottom.
Okay.
Got it?
I did. Thanks, Shani.
I'm going to try to dry this bottom.
So I'm just taking an ink dauber. And we are just going to... And I'm not too worried about perfection because I am going to end up taking some Dixie dirt. And after I've pasted on it, I'm going to add some Dixie dirt. And Dixie dirt basically is just a way to grunge up your stuff and make it look kind of grungy and dirty. Because this is, you know, like an apothecary, so I want it to look a little spooky.
So if you've never seen this stuff, it's for those who have lived on like farms and stuff. You know, some of that dirt that is so fine, it's like poof powder, like almost like baby powder. That's what this stuff is like. Very, very fine. But it comes in 3 different colors: charcoal, earth, and ash.
Yeah, and that'll be one of the last things we do. But the reason why I'm distressing the sides here with my pigment white ink is this is going on a board, or the arch and base, in black. But I wanted these to be black. But I kind of want it to have a nice kind of drop shadow look to it.
Those are kind of a cool little daubers. Those are from...
These are Ranger.
Ranger.
I think they're Tim Holtz, or was Tim Holtz. I don't know if they are his
IKC
now, but... So I, yesterday, usually Sean's in charge of dinner. I'm in charge of entertainment. What are we watching tonight? And lately it's been kind of...
First we'll watch a thing of news, since we don't watch the news.
Sean loves his news.
I love the news. You never know
He
what's going on.
loves Lester Holt.
Lester Holt.
We'll usually watch the news, but all the shows we've been watching, because of the, obviously, actor, writers, all that stuff.
Not too much new stuff has been out.
Yeah, and so we've been caught up, and I wanted to go to the movies, because it's been a while to go see, as some of you may or may not know when you watch My 10 from the Car, I have 4 little guys that sit in there with me that have followed me in my entire life. They were my favorite cartoon. I have all their comics. Who are they, Sean?
They are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant
Aloha,
Ninja
John.
Turtles. So, Sean, when I got into the room, he made a wonderful, with friends, steak and eggs. And
steak and biscuits.
Or steak and biscuits. And then we watched all together. He had a movie geared up. And I said, what is this? And he says, just let it play. And then as soon as I saw the intro, I said, no. Did you buy this? He goes, no, it was on Paramount Plus. Yeah, I think so. Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus, or somebody had it.
Paramount Plus. I'm almost positive. And so we watched it. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
It is, Bianca's asking, was that movie good? Yes.
It is so good.
It is very good. It's done differently. It's done with computer-generated, of course, animation, but it's different. It looks like it's very rough, hand-drawn.
For those who've seen, like, Into the Spider-Verse, it's that kind of...
It's same type of version. Little more rough, I would say, because the Spider-Man is rough.
The animation was gorgeous.
It's good.
They actually had the teenagers be teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, it was the way that they did the story. Shredder is not the main villain, which they always go to that. The storyline was great. The humor, I thought, was really good. The references to the old movies, I would say, besides the very original live action, which was released like in 1988, maybe, it's by far my favorite one that they've ever done.
It is good. And what I liked is that the... I just lost the thing of his name.
Seth Rogen?
No, well, he's an executive producer.
He's also Bebop or Rocksteady.
One of the.
Anyways, you liked what?
Their dad.
Oh,
I can't
Jackie
think.
Chan.
Was voiced by Jackie Chan, which
And John Cena did Bebop or Rocksteady, one of them, the non-rhino.
Yeah.
And what I also liked is for the first time, they actually had teenagers doing the voices.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you could actually hear. I liked how they did what they did differently for April, because they didn't make her like a news reporter.
She was like a high school. She was in high school, but she was doing written.
She wants to be like break out into
journalist.
like. It was, I thought, very well done.
Very well done.
It was, I think, it was good for kids, but it had good humor for adults, and I thought the animation was gorgeous.
It was good. Hey, Damon.
I would say, hi, Damon. Just have to tell you, I know you already know this. You're looking great. Keep up the great work, sir.
Yeah.
So, I have to say, between that and the Barbie movie, those are the last two movies I saw. Both of them are great.
Yeah. I still would like to go see Oppenheimer.
Okay, Sean, that's bringing us down now, okay? We have the Turtles, we have Barbie, and now you want to go see an atomic bomb that killed a million, well, I don't even know how many people.
A lot of people.
You're bringing the room down, Sean. Read the room.
Still would like to go see it.
Do you think they'll make a sequel to the Mutant Mayhem? It did pretty well, I think.
The way they ended it looks like they can.
Well, if you stayed for after credits.
After credits.
Okay, there we go. We have a nice distress going.
Yeah. It almost looks like they're glowing.
Glowing radioactive. All right.
Radioactive.
So I'm going to dry these. And then let's go ahead and start chalking. And then... All right.
Hey, Sue. Yeah, 2 nights in 1 week. How old can you go? It's on Paramount Plus. Thank you, Sheila. That's what we thought.
I can't help you with that.
We should be getting back to our normal scheduled lives now that things are settling down. We're not in move mode, all of that. So, fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm going to grab my arch and base. And the arch and base, as you guys self-explanatory knows, it has a base. So, because of that, I always want to make sure I have it right where, because I want these to be sitting right on the base. So the easiest way for me to do that is I just put a piece of placement tape first, okay? And then I literally take another piece, because this stuff it's cheap. Like
It's cheap.
It's essentially a washi tape.
Washi tape.
So then I just put another piece there. And then that tells me
How far down you can go without it
where the
disappearing.
base is going to go. I miss having a large garbage can back here.
I know.
Just so you know.
I know. It's out
What's
there,
your favorite Halloween freeze dry that we've tried?
Yeah, we've made
We've tried a couple of things that we cannot sell online.
because they
And one of them has driven us insane. It's the caramel apple sugar babies.
yes.
Sean can
They're
get
great.
you one and show them. They're great, but
great.
they are...
Go get it.
They took forever to figure out the settings and all the things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy crap. Are they delicate?
Delicate. So what we're going to be doing on this, let me kind of... We'll do the base first, but essentially our thingies, the dew hoppers, will be like this, and then I'm going to raise one up, and then in the back, I'm going to do this as a little shelf holding up something else, okay? So that's going to be on both sides, and then there's going to be one on each side of my little gnomey gnomes. So I'm going to put these up here while we do the background.
Hi, kind. So here's what these are. So, you know sugar babies. These are the caramel apple sugar babies, and their green part is very thick, per se, so it's hard to get them to do it. So we finally found somebody that said, take your anger out on them and squish them.
Squish your heads.
Squish, squish, squish.
And we did.
So do a squish and then put them out there, and then of course it's just normal candy mode.
Well, and here, let me show you what they did at first.
At first.
Just that.
Oh. But anyway, these things are mega, mega delicate. I mean, this would be dust by the time they got shipped out, just like Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers don't ship well either. So we'll sell these locally.
So when they first came out, Sean was like, yeah, these aren't going to work. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
But they are good. They are very good. So if you have a freeze dryer, They're fun to do, but squish them first. This is what kind of a mess. Ooh, man, you can smell that.
I know, isn't that so good?
Here's one. You just barely squeeze it, and they just come apart.
They're more fragile than Jolly Ranchers. I almost, and like, Sean was even afraid. They're so fragile. He was like, I don't even know if they'll make it to our physical store.
They're going to have to be placed individually, one layer.
Almost put like a sign up that says, do not shake.
Do not pick up.
Do not drop.
Do not pick up, drop, or anything unless you're buying.
No touchy, no bite. All right, so we have our... I am hot. I should not have taken your advice, Sean, and wore shorts instead of jeans. Woo! Woo! All right. It's good to be back creating. All right, so we are going to grab, first up, some background elements. So we have the etched skull. I'm going to be using the writing and the skull. And really, we're going to be doing this in a very lightened black and a little bit of white, because I want to see it, but I don't want to see it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Sean?
I want to see it, but it's like just back there, barely seen there. Just barely there. So Stephanie Hall Bennett. Hello, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
She says, my son's teacher loves milk duds. I wonder what they would taste like. Well,
We don't have any, do we?
We know they're all at the store.
At the store.
So we did them. They are
Amazing.
doable. They are amazing, but they too are delicate like that. Anything that's caramel, they puff it nicely, but
Now,
they become delicate.
Sorry to interrupt, but milk duds are good, but Twix?
Twix are awesome.
Twix are the bomb.com.
Bomb diggity. Do we have them at the mall? Yes, Sheila, we do have them at the mall along with the Twix.
We have everything in stock at the mall, and we're expanding our section there.
Yep. Because they're moving downstairs, if you didn't know that, Sheila, to a
But
much bigger place.
We're going to just take up 4 feet, and now we're going to take up 10 feet.
We're going to take up 10 feet.
And
double-sided.
fingers crossed, if it goes good, we'll be even in a bigger space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they freeze dry well. They're chocolatey. They're still caramely tasting chocolate, the chocolate flounder, but can you ship by any chance? You cannot. They are so delicate. They would become nothing but Sarah D.
Hi, Sarah D.
I can see you tomorrow. Yes, Alma, great seeing you again. If you can find somebody that's local in your area, see if they'll do them for you. They just take 2 hours to do, but they are very delicate. They would become dust by the time they get to somebody's place. That's why we can't do them. I'm hoping you do cinnamon red hots. Yes, us too.
So cinnamon red hots follow the same thing as the lemon heads, that was the other
Which
thing
we have to do those.
Yeah, we have been when we stopped doing TikTok for a sec and went through that whole thing, we kind of pivoted, and I did a lot of research on different candies that we had tried, because we always test out our candies a good couple of months in advance. We'll ship them to people to
make sure they ship
okay. And Sean has been wanting so badly to do lemon heads
and the cinnamon
red hots.
I like anything.
Hot tamales.
I love anything cinnamon. Love cinnamon.
Yeah, or red hots or whatever. And we just could not, for the life of us, figure out lemon heads. We couldn't. And then in my research, I found out once again, it's all about heating trays, and you can explain it. You're better at it.
So anything that's got a hard candy shell, like lemon heads or even like red hots and some other things, the hot tamales, they need to be like mega soft. And unfortunately, the freeze dryers don't get warm enough to make them soft enough. So you actually have to put them in a oven. Put them on the tray, put them in your oven, like between 200 and 220, maybe even some candies are even hotter, for enough where they're like super soft. And immediately take them out and put them in your freeze dryer and let them go at the highest temperature it can do, which is 150. Between 2, 4, 6 hours. It all depends on what they are. And then they should do much better.
Okay.
Do lemon heads get sweeter or more sour? They should
shouldn't
not
do much.
They shouldn't do anything. The sourness is still going to be there because the sourness is on the shell. I think, or is it in the
No,
inside?
the sour's on the inside. The shell's the sweet part.
Okay, so yeah.
So I'm adding a little bit of a previous color of the month. This was called Nominee, which I loved. I hope it comes back. And it's unlike our shimmers, which are more kind of a glittery, this is kind of a metallic sheen. And I'm just adding enough for it to give my black velvet kind of a metallic-y shine. Once again, I want this to really not be, how do I say it? It's in the background, so I don't really want it to...
It's there, but not there. Maria, what did I miss? I know you talked about something with TikTok and warehouse, but missed it. In a nutshell, Maria, we found a place downtown in our area to do a warehouse to do stuff, but their HVAC was so old and not going to be replaced that we could not be there. We lost some candy because of it, so we had to move back home. So here we are.
Now, it wasn't just to do it down there. My goal has been to get out of the house.
Just get out of the house.
Because my past with stuff, I'm not blaming on it, but being at your house by yourself all day, even with Sean when he started here, it wears on you. And I've been doing it for almost, 6 years.
Yeah.
And even Sean working here, the short time he did for the house, he was like, I can't do this. He's like, we need to change the scenery. So I do miss that. And that's why we are still going to be looking for
something, but
do you guys see what it's doing? I don't know if you can see it. Sean might have to zoom in. But it's giving it a black, almost metallic-y look.
Yeah, it's gonna try to zoom, or it's gonna try to focus on that, but you're moving.
Sorry.
That's all right.
See, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
So it's gonna be lighter than black, so it's enough to where you'll see it, but it won't be like it's all red.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
You bet. So anyway, TikTok part is that they, without telling anyone, everybody that was selling freeze-dried candy on TikTok shut them all down. They put everybody in suspension. They made their shops unavailable, blah, 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 blah. But there are a couple places they never shut down. And we were trying to figure out why are they still up and we're not. So our person, our market manager said, well, this is what we are finding is why they're good and why everybody else is bad. So we have copied to a T. Well, you know what I mean.
My account manager says this is exactly what
they're looking for.
They're looking for and what you need to have and to be in compliance and I had to do it, resubmit, do it, resubmit, do it, like it was crazy.
Then all of a sudden, wham! Our stuff is active again. Kind of. Not everything is active, but it's getting there. It's a slow process.
It's a lot of we have to retake photos, redo all of our graphics.
Redo all our labels, the whole bit. So it's crazy.
So I'm going to use this over and over again in different ways, but we're going to do a test first just to see if I like it. I think I am.
Hi, Biddy.
The nice thing is we can see where it is. Here's the squeegee of the year. If you're a Club Couture member.
The squeegee of the year?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no.
No, it is.
It is. Is it? No. Oh, no, it's this. No. It is. You're right. It's a little.
Kind of in between the Merlot one that they made. The pink.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it seems this one.
So the Merlot one was a Chalk Con.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, because that light pink was the first Chalk Con.
Yeah.
Then the School of Chalk was the teals. And then we had the greens. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yes!
So it's there, but it's not there, you know?
Okay, so I'm going to let you dry that off screen.
You betcha.
So I'm just going to add this in different spots as kind of a background element. We're going to dry it and then relayer it with a little bit different colors, and then the spoon will be a little bit brighter. So once again, the whole idea of this is, like Sean just said, it's there. It's so hard to see, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay,
This is what you want.
switch you.
Bindi said she saw our thing on TikTok today.
Good.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to kind of get everything back up, but you know what? The way I look at it is, a week ago I thought our journey with TikTok was over, and I was at peace with it, and I pivoted, and now it's not. But I got to learn a lot about what we love in the business, and we got to do our Halloween things, which I love, and it gave me my love of Etsy back, so everything happens for a reason, Tony.
Yeah. Rocky Top Hearts, hello.
Oh, that's looking so good. All right, so I'm gonna grab this one. Sean's gonna take that one, and we're just gonna keep doing this and tell our board. Oops. And the nice thing is, because this is the background, I'm not worried about clean images or
Being perfect.
if it lifts up. This is literally just kind of. Okay, we'll let. There we go, Sean. And then I'll be right back. I'm going to go clean this.
All right. Let's watch him clean.
Ooh, and our new theme.
Brand new sink we got. Same sink, but brand new. This one did not come with a... When we bought the other one, it came with the faucet. This one did not, so I had to buy it first and drill a hole the whole bit. But it came out really nice. What we'd like to do is that we kind of like just to kind of wash off the bulk of it before we do anything with our hand. And then eventually what we'll do is use a dry erase board or board eraser, which is that white thing up there in the corner, as you'll see here in a second. That gets it all off. Remember, some of this stuff, especially black, red, and a few of the other colors, will stain your transfer, but it doesn't matter. As long as it's clean, you're good. Because all you're really doing is making sure all the paste and stuff, or ink, whatever you may be using, is out of the mesh part of your transfer. And once it's gone, it's good to go for the next time. Good evening, Charlotte. All right. Well, let's look at this again. So it's there. So you can see what he's looking for. He's just looking for that tone of color that's just a little lighter than the black, which is by putting in that gold. Is it gold, or did you put in?
I did. That was gold, black, storm, and gilded. Or it's not gilded. I want to keep calling it gilded.
Oh, you mean
nominee?
Nominee. And the
I don't
nominee is.
I want it to be gilded so bad, and I don't know. Gilded gold. All right, so we're gonna take what I have left, because I do want to lighten this up a little for our skull, but not, once again, too much. But this time I'm going to add a little bit more of my storm to lighten it up a little. Let's grab that. And the rule of thumb when I mix colors, always start with a little, because you can always add more, but it's hard to
Take away.
Yeah.
For something like this, you could add more black if it got too light. Stephanie says, wow, I have stayed a designer but have not watched for at least 7 months. The new transfer seems to be so much easier to use and clean, which is really fun. Miss Durant.
Hi, Brenda.
Are you guys back home yet? Or are you guys still on Paradise Island, wherever that is? Your pictures and the food and everything. You and Mr. B looks like you're having tons of fun. What's cool about the new transfers is that they have more of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Transparency.
Transparency, so you can actually see when you're putting it on something, you can see the whole thing. Where we used to use, our little light pad to help us with that, but now you don't have to. They are a little easier to clean. They do feel a little different.
The new transfers have a yellowish background, so you know what side to put it back on. And I'm telling you right now, if you have not been with chalk for, let's say, in 6 months or even 2 months,
Yeah.
look at the new product.
The new product is
amazing.
Amazing. What do you think, Brenda? You like the new
details back,
like the new stuff?
The excitement's back. I got, like, when you look at a catalog and you're already like, I want to do this project and this project and this.
Yes. Now you know. Yeah. When you want to start working with everything, that's good. Still here,
Okay.
Brenda's sleeping, so I'm watching Kenny create.
So I'm going to start with
Glad you're with
a
us.
skull down here. And once again, we'll probably do a skull up there because maybe I'll use. I'm not a huge fan of this. Well, maybe I will. I will.
Serpent.
I'll use it. I don't know why I don't think of snakes when I think of Halloween.
No.
I mean, it's a cool snake. Don't get me wrong. It's,
my
detail.
thought is always the snake going through the skull head and through the eyes. So maybe that way.
yeah,
Which
yeah,
I thought maybe
yeah.
when I first heard there's a skull serpent, I thought, oh, that's gonna be like that, but it wasn't. It was more different. I think it'd be kind of cool if they could come up with a serpent through the eye, mouth, or whatever type of thing.
Yes. All right. So once again, I'm not going for super
Perfect.
dark or anything. We want it to be a background. And in fact, this might even be a little too light, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But it's
Like
going to
your-
have a lot of stuff layering on top of it,
Mhm.
like our apothecary bottles and stuff. So once again, this is just kind of the background to give it that oogie boogie feeling. And I can't wait to already display it. I know exactly where it's going next to my little witch and warlock.
Yeah, if you guys didn't see that, oh, look at that. Oh, it's
Yes!
perfect. Oh, it's perfect. We're putting it here on this ledge. Some of that other stuff is coming down, so we can have that. But the gnomes will stay, but some of the other stuff is coming off. Let's see if we can't.
Gosh, the
Love it.
detail on these is so good. I love it. Like last year, it was hard for me to even find inspiration with Halloween. Like I just mentally I was not in a good spot. But this stuff, OMG, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Then we'll do our skull.
Okay, let me kind of center up where we were here. And then we'll kind of, let's see if we can bring it down here and then do this, where it's a little easier. So then once we get that skull on there like this. Now, for those who know me, the big skull that we had, the detailed skull, that was one of the best transfers we ever had with great detail. It was on a, it was on a D, I believe, or maybe even a C. Excellent. A little smaller. Good detail on this one.
I might just concentrate on one side and do the other side later so I don't take up as much time.
Okay. But very cool. Very
Because
cool.
we're basically mimicking both sides.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we're going to do the skull next, but first I'm going to dry these guys.
Oh, I should have done that. Sorry.
It's okay. Are you thinking of chocolate milk? Ethan, thank you. There should be a glass on the shelf. All right, let's do our skull. Skull's gonna go down here. And this, I'm going to be mixing in just a little bit of black with it because I want a distressed look, but also because I don't want to take away too much from the Apothecary bottles that are going to be going there with our chalkable shapes. So I'm just going to plop down and then pick up some more black. And then I'm going to do probably a little bit of my Dixie dirt on it. Now, the way I do my Dixie dirt is I grab a paintbrush. Dixie dirt is very, it's dirt. So when you pick it up, it's very messy, and it is got almost a, like Sean says, a poof. So it's hard to kind of sometimes apply it and not have it look like it's supposed to.
Right.
Okay, so look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold that for me until I use it. So I'm gonna grab my dirt.
A little dirt.
And then we're gonna grab just a paintbrush. And then what I do is I just dip it in here, tap it, and then literally, because you don't want, like I said.
It's hard to catch this on the camera, but it's there. Hallie, I do not use Switcher anymore. We got rid of that a long time ago. I'm using what's called Ecamm Live, ECAMM Live. It's still a Apple-based program, but it is wonderful. I love it. You can do so much with it.
Okay, so we're just gonna let that chillax for a second until I take a blow dryer and blow it off. And while it's chillaxing, we're gonna grab this guy. I am never wearing pants again this early in the year.
Still too early.
I am
It's
dying.
chilly outside. The chill is on the fall, which is
But I'm dying.
No, today's first day of fall.
Is it?
Yep, it's the equinox.
I have always run warm, so I don't know why I let you talk me into.
Well, when we went outside, it was cold.
Well,
It was 53 degrees when we went out.
I need to
for
go
your
probably
appointment.
change because I feel like I'm having a menopause flash.
Let's see if this will work. Oh, we just got an order! Yay!
I'm gonna go clean. If you want to, do you feel comfortable doing the dirt? Or no?
Oh, hi. I guess this did not work.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you're not listening to me at all.
Yeah. What'd you need?
Will you put the dirt on? Do you feel comfortable doing
Oh yeah,
that or not?
I can do dirt. I was gonna try to go to my little portable cam, but it didn't want me to. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I was trying to figure out where it went. But here it is. So we're gonna put some dirt on here. Believe me, I can still do that too. Not a problem. I dropped it, but not a big deal. It doesn't look like much on camera, but when you look at it up close, it just gives it a little more of a dingy color, dingy feel. It works best on stuff that's wet, because it'll adhere to it.
All right. Okay, now pinch it on. Have you been pinching it?
No, I've
too?
just been like scooting
Yeah,
it up
see
like
this, and then just pinch.
All right.
Please. There you go. And then I'm going to take a hairdryer over here and make a mess. I'll be right back. There we go.
There we go. So this one's ready when you're here.
Okay. And if it's too much, I'll just take a brush and gently, just be careful when you blow on it because sometimes I've spit. All right, you can show that one off. And then we're going to grab our next transfer and layer it up. Are you with me or are you
Right here.
Planet Sean?
Nope, right here.
Are you showing them?
Yeah. Like this, I did a little twist and turn on it.
And what's cool about this Dixie dust is it's also going to hit the paste that we've already put down and give it even more definition.
Gritty look.
Yep. Okay, so next up, we're going to do the next layer, which is using the same base that we used here. We're just gonna add a little bit more color and build it up. Yes, Shawty.
Oh, I was just trying to find something to wipe my hands.
You might have to go to the sink.
Yeah, I might.
The sink.
Think, baby, think.
So this one we're gonna be using this, and I'm mostly wanting to use this, not really the skeleton hands. We could if we get it. But once again, I want to add a little bit more to have it pop a little bit more. So we're going to add some more Storm. And on this one, I'm going to add a little bit of Shimmer Frost. So we're just building on the same colors.
Where do you get the Dixie dust? You get it at dixiebell.com.
And believe me, those jars will last you
Forever. Ken, how do you get these ideas? It looks so good. You always do an awesome job.
It always starts with, usually like this, I knew I wanted to do something for the display, and I love the Apothecary, and then I just build it around that. Sometimes it's for us, sometimes it's...
And sometimes you might see something somebody else did, and then you'll take your little...
my little spin on it.
Haley, sorry. We have two cameras. One that you're seeing here and the up above one, but you can add more. You can add your phone to it if you want as a remote.
Does that shimmer look weird to you?
Which shimmer are we talking
Shimmer
about?
Frost. Let me open a new one. That almost looks too
This one here?
white, doesn't it?
Too white?
Or am I...
No, no, this is Shimmer Frost.
It is?
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why to me it's looked like I added white maybe to it, or...
The white version of this is a lot more white. The what's it called?
I don't know.
Or is this it? Yeah, please reach out. Reminds me of St. Helens Ash. That's pretty close. It's very close to that stuff, Sheila. For those who live in the Pacific Northwest, remember 1980. May 18th, Mount St. Helens blue and threw ash everywhere.
I'm
crazy.
gonna go wash my hands before I... Do you want to fuzz that transfer since we're going over stuff?
Which transfer are we doing?
The one that says I'm a dead.
Oh, I'm a dead. I'm a ghost.
What, love?
Yes, I can do that. Got it here. Get a couple of these babies.
Okay, so we're going to layer this on both. So I'm going to try to do it on both. You're also going to want placement tape for this because we're going to block off certain sections that we don't want to go through. It's so funny because everyone's always like, why do you call it placement tape? You never use it as placement tape. And I'm like, well, if I had my way, I would call it blocky outy tape.
Blocky
Because that's what I used it
Yes,
most.
Beth, we are live.
This frost, I think, is not...
I touched the button.
This frost is not Frosty Frost. I think I added white to it, but I don't know if I have any shimmer in my... I might have a
There we go.
sample.
I have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this like over there.
What?
I have no room to do this. Maybe we'll do it here.
I've got to have a shimmer sample.
So for those who don't know what I'm doing what's called fuzzing because the new transfers are a little on the sticky side, which is fine and great. But we don't want to pull up anything on our boards or try not to pull up anything. So fuzzing it, giving it a little layer of stuff, a little layer of fuzziness to help make it not as sticky, but it'll still stick.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
So, grab my placement tapey tape. All right, grab that from Shawnee. And as Sean was saying earlier, what's nice about these new transfers is they do have a little bit of a transparency.
Yeah. What'd you look for?
Just, I heard Riles make a noise, and you know me and her.
Did you want it upside down?
Oh!
Just 1 minute. Are you waxing in between? Shanna, no, we are not waxing. We don't have
Should I probably be waxing? Probably, but...
Well, it definitely couldn't wax with the dust on with the Dixie dirt because it probably you would have to do it before you put it on there. We don't really have problems with
Needing to wax.
with waxing.
Some people do. We're fortunate.
Yeah, we're fortunate we don't need to.
Okay, so I'm covering up this.
I wanted to purchase the 50 States frame on your Etsy site. Could you possibly seal it for me? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to do that, just say it in the notes.
The one right... Yeah.
It's down here.
We had to move it because it was on my stereo.
It was bouncing. I think this one here. The Dixie dirt will, some of it will stick to the transfer, but not that bad.
But I use a Norwex Enviro sponge and it takes it all up.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I'm just going to cover kind of certain spots that I don't really want to come through, but I don't need to cover everything. This will just be kind of a guide for me. We're going to grab two large squeegees, one for my color, and then I do have a shimmer frost that I found because I think my shimmer frost
Is different.
is contaminated. Maybe not. Oh yeah, look there's way more shimmer in that. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I just want there to be, so I'm making it that way.
My son will love it. He's in the 5th grade, right up his alley. Well, perfect.
Now this one's really cool because even if you don't see it, there is little distressing all the way around. And once again, what I love is because we're using it as a background image, we're not looking, and it's Halloween, I mean, we're not looking for perfection. Okay, grab some of this shimmer just as a top.
Do I miss the school bus gig? A little bit. I like driving.
He misses some of the people.
I miss some of the people I used to work with, especially the first one I went to. They were great peeps. Wow, look at that.
Okay, so I do need... Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
Great. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Okay, so I do need to wash this really quick just because I need to line it up. Well, do you think I should wash it or let's
I think
live
it'll be fine.
dangerously?
I think
Do you
it'll
want to
live
move that real quick?
dangerously. Yeah, I'll dry.
We're going to live
too.
dangerously.
And I'll dry.
Live dangerously.
For those who came in late and didn't hear, these will be in stock tomorrow, right? So yes, the box frame or shadow box frames, those will be fun.
We haven't had shadow boxes since Couture was first a thing. And those shadow boxes, though, didn't open like this one does. And they broke really easy. So I'm excited for these ones.
Meg, we're basically taking the arch and base, creating just a background stuff right now, and then he's going to be using the Apothecary cutouts and stuff to put on these as a display for our ledge.
Okay, I'll be right back. Do you want to dry those? And we're going to start on our actual Apothecary bottles.
Ooh, nice. Is the glass plexiglass or glass? What are we talking about? Because I'm not sure what you mean by that, Beth. Shadow box, yes. Shadow box. Let me ask Kenny. He might know. Kenny, is on the shadow box, is that glass or is it a plexiglass?
I think I would have to look again, but I'm pretty sure it's a glass, and then it's got a magnet, and then it's got refillable inserts.
Yeah, so refillable insert. We believe it's glass. I don't know how thick, so not sure. And then it's got a little magnet to keep it closed, so that's kind of nice. So he's using that Enviro sponge from Norwex to clean off anything that gets stuck. You know, it's great for shimmer that gets back on your sticky stuff. Basically, always use cold water. It works better. Or if you got glitter on it, it'll come off a lot better. I don't know if we ever. I don't know if he ever. I'm sure he posted some, but I'm sure we haven't. We have so many pictures on our phones. Oh, I'm talking to.
Are you talking to
Kelly.
your peeps?
Yeah, she was wondering about our Nashville pictures.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to move over? I'm going to get an answer for you.
Yeah.
So they want to know if it's glass.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Not a bad price.
No, which makes me think it might not be glass. Because that would be kind of hard to ship now that I'm thinking.
It might get shipped well with some good styrofoam and stuff.
You can't go wrong with the Tide True Shadow Box. These surfaces have a long beloved history, and this one's ready to fold up. Good name, display, and more. It measures approximately 9. Maybe it's not. I will get an answer for you.
Yeah, we don't know. I guess
I don't know.
The last ones were glass, weren't they?
They were, and they all broke.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a nice piece of acrylic. I'll get an answer for you because I don't.
Yeah, don't know.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. That turned out so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Love that.
We're going to put this off to the side just in case we need it for touch-ups. All of this is going to go set on the side as we do our... I'm just set up here with my Lego flowers.
Lego flowers.
I'm going to wash down my desk. Intermission. So basically, I'm going to be copying each side. So basically, I'm only going to do the one side, so that way we can get the project done. Because if not, I might not have enough time, which would be sadness. And will you kind of clean up?
Sure.
Thanks. And yeah, so let's grab all of our shapes.
Polly says she has some old paste and stencils that has no idea what to do with it all.
Oh my goodness.
Depending on how old your paste is, some stuff that's years and years old still works.
Yeah, some of our paste still works.
Stencils, we've got transfers from way back when.
Yeah.
They're usable. They're usable for you. Obviously, can't really do much. Can't sell them to anybody. If you...
Okay, so we are going to be mixing some colors. Sean will bring up that photo of the little
ledge.
My ledge of my little witches and warlock. I'm gonna try. I wish I had them here, but I'm gonna try to match the color of them. So that's my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that said, I do believe I was going to use Take Note, but Take Note, for those that don't know, Take Note is color of the month, and it was very, there's one behind me, but it was very, well, it's neon. I have another photo here.
Mm-hmm. Do that. I'm going to answer Catherine here. Catherine says, totally new to this, but the transfers would be awesome for my furniture upcycling. How could I make the paste permanent? Yeah, lots of people do this stuff with furniture. Best stuff to do is use Mod Podge. Some people have used the spray stuff like, I have it over here. Obviously, anything that's clear, either with a shine or a matte finish.
So I'm going to start with the base of Sage. And then I'm going to add a little bit of our new in vogue color. This is Moss.
Something like this will work. Once you have this stuff on there, it's very good. And I would always do a couple coats. Okay, back to what you're doing.
So I'm going to grab a color tray. And these color trays are so inexpensive that sometimes I kind of sometimes just throw them away.
I would be very careful on a water base because our paste is water based as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's why this stuff works really well.
I'm not liking the look of this. I think there might have been, we might not have cleaned that very well, and there might be a little mold in there. Don't you think?
What's that?
It looks like we might not have cleaned that well, and there's mold. Smell it. Is it?
I don't know.
That's what the little chunks are, I think. I haven't used Sage forever, and I don't know the last time we actually did a good cleaning of our paste. So,
I know.
when in doubt, throw it out.
So true. Say bye-bye.
So, I get that perfect time. I mean, I know some people don't like doing that live. They're like, oh, you can come up to us, explain. It's a fact. Our products are made with natural pigments, ingredients, and even if they put a shelf stabilizer in there, like anything else, if you don't take care of your paste, clean them. That's why Sean, when we were live consistently, he would be, I always called him the little OCD paste guy. And now I know why, because when he cleans it, he would clean the rim and the everything and put only distilled water in.
Distilled water, do not put any tap.
And we never had mold. Nope. When I stopped caring about that and being like, oh, Sean, you just overreact. Now I'm finding mold in my paste because I didn't clean it and do what Sean said. And now I'm in trouble. Okay, so we're going to start once again with a little bit of the sage. And then I'm going to add the moss. And we're trying to get to that witchy, kind of goblin-y green. Which is, you can kind of see it here. I don't know if they can see that.
Let me see if I can do it.
Like a witch skin, I guess, is the best way to describe it. And then the purple in their little jackets, I think, is going to be a perfect superstition color. And then we'll do white. What do you think? A little bit? Maybe a little bit more sage?
Something on the lighter side, yeah. The sage almost looks like it's just about right, but I think you're putting a little more darkness to it and makes it good.
Oh, yeah, there we
There we go. That looks good.
Okay.
Well, Denise, I know what you mean. The wild line is a little...
Hi, Denise.
Hi, Denise. It's a little too bright for what he's looking for.
Oh, the wild lion? Let me look. I have it in my drawer. We could always add a little bit. Ooh, she might be onto some... Oh! See, I don't clean my... Oh! What are you doing?
Somebody was wanting to know Canadian price of the shadow box. It's $39 for Canadian.
Okay, so Denise made the recommendation. By the way, if you are a designer and in the designer studio, go check out some of Denise's projects. She's so freaking talented.
Yeah, she is.
I
Denise
scrap
Mayer.
lift her stuff all the time.
Yeah. She's got good stuff.
Ooh, good recommendation.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's almost perfect. That wild, so that was in vogue out of our last catalog, the spring summer, sorry. And it's one of my favorite colors, actually. I bought a ton of it. I think it's still available, actually. And that was enough to give it that little kind of bright green I was looking for. And that's going to look so good next to Superstitious. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you recommended that. Okay, I think we got the color exactly as I wanted. I love mixing our colors. Like, there's nothing better. Like, and it's... I don't know. It's one of my favorite things. Like, everyone's always like, why don't we have a color like this? And I'm like, make it. Like, I'm still perfecting my grape soda because I want grape soda back. And that's I think a lot of people do raspberry, and I think Regal maybe. I'm gonna leave these open because Sean's gonna want to clean them because I am now noticing I should have cleaned a lot of these because they're molding. So now I'm in trouble. Okay, so we have, let's take a peek what we have here. We have Deadly Spider Venom.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
Little Chelsea.
Oh, hi, little Chelsea and the babies and my
And the
babies and my
baby.
fur babies. Okay, so we have, each side is going to have a tall. Each side will have, basically, they'll have all of the pieces. It just depends on how I stack them. So I might just, to make my life easier.
Looking for my lid. Where'd it go?
So like that one would be like that. That one would be probably like this. And then those would be in the background. Wow, it's 8:30.
This is my niece, for those who don't know who Chelsea is, with her new baby.
Okay. So I'm just going to do the one side because it is later than I thought it was. And we have to eat dinner still and give Riley her meds.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do Toadstool on one side, Spider Venom. So Spider Venom is going to be here. And then maybe Toadstool. What other color should I do, Sean? Besides the green and the pink? Or the
Purple?
Yeah. I guess I could throw in some
Maybe a
maybe.
little orange, maybe?
Maybe.
Yes, Beth, I did what I had to do because the cutouts are of a boutique material that I had to sand it first to get that boutiquiness off of there, or else it would not stay on there. So I sanded it and then painted using Dixie Belle's silk because it's got a primer already built in. Closed captions should be automatic.
You got dust on everything, McCoy.
Did I?
Yeah, do you know where my open Hey Pumpkin is?
You know I do not.
Found it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, so I'll do Hey
Is
Pumpkin.
it still $100 a quarter and $19.99 a month to be active?
Yes, they are waiving this quarter though.
This quarter is waived. This makes me miss Chuck a bit. I know.
Okay. Okay.
What about Dead Man's Toes? What is that? Chelsea says, what about Dead Man's Toes? LOL.
Okay, so Spider Venom, let's do, and I think Superstitious. Now, I'm not getting fancy with these. You can absolutely paint these, get fancy like they do in some of these photos. Let me show you here. And it's beautiful. But I'm going for more of a simple-ish, I guess, kind of look.
Hocus Pocus, yes.
So let's go ahead and start by... So once again, love this. That
The
we
new
can-
transfers, you can see right through it. Dinner, we're getting ready for bed. I know. We're up very late. Hi, Tia. We don't go to bed until like midnight, 1.
Okay, so we're using Superstitious. Oh my gosh, I can already tell.
So
I am gonna love it.
This is such a pretty color. It's so close to being similar to grape soda, but grape soda I think was just a little more purple.
No, this is more close to, I think, wild berry.
Look at that. Look at
Grape
that.
soda is purple. Wild berry and this are very close though.
Yeah. This is more of a neonish. Just ordered pizza for dinner. Monique, love the pizza. Oh, the dogs are going crazy. Hi, Kylo.
Hi, Kylo and Lainey.
Lainey.
If I go puppies.
Puppies, they go nuts.
That's Sierra's brother and sister.
Yeah.
Hi, Cece.
See, those are your brother and sister.
Do you hear your brothers and sisters, Cece? She's gonna come over here because I'm doing the puppy thing, and now it's puppies. That's what they heard all the time. Puppy!
You bet, Leslie.
Look at her, she's all excited. Puppy! She brought me her ball.
Yeah.
Of course she did. Hi, puppy.
Tell Matt hi for us too.
Oh my god.
The hubby.
Okay, do you want to go clean that?
It looks so good.
That is a cool one.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and while Sean cleans
Go
that.
wash.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna do the Toadstool and Tonic in that green we created. So let me grab those. And I will add some elements of distressing. I want to try to get some fingerprints on here, which I'll show you how to do that. It's very fun. Like they've been handled and stuff. But I don't want it to be, I want it to have, like I said, kind of those simple-ish more colors than in depth. But you could go hog wild and do like painting or, you know, there's so many options with the transfer that they give you like this. Oh my goodness, look at that green.
Oh, it's beautiful. Meg, it is a hair dryer. Heat guns usually don't have a lot of force of air. Plus, some heat guns are very hot.
For what? Oh,
As a,
when I dry.
When you dry.
We do have a quick dry tool at Couture. I just prefer my hair dryer, that's all.
Yep. How's Riley since she got into what she should not have had?
Oh my goodness. Sean's going to have to tell you that story.
Oh, little miss. We have to keep an eye on her food intake so she doesn't get a lot of food because the medicine for her seizures makes her gain weight and very hungry.
And she had really life-threatening pancreatitis, where we almost lost her and spent quite a pretty penny.
Yeah, quite a pretty penny on that. But anyway, she found a box of Nilla wafers down on the very bottom, and I don't have a door on that one because it got broken a long time ago by the other dogs in a fight. And
we've never had an issue, to be honest.
We've never had an issue, especially
until
with her.
Little Miss here got scrappy.
She just heard it. She must have smelled it and opened. It was slightly open, and she got into it.
So I'm in the living room, and I hear, and I'm like, oh, she's getting into the dog food because I get in trouble because I don't pick up the dog food, and so I'm like, she's getting into the dog food. There is no dog food anywhere out. And I'm like, okay, well that's interesting. And so then I'm kind of sitting around. I'm like, well, what is she? And so then I leave the kitchen area and I hear, and I see her head in the freaking, oh my gosh, it was so funny. I saw her head inside the cupboard and she's in with the Nilla wafers eating them. And I was like, Riley. Didn't even faze her. Okay, so I think we're going to do this in a white. A brightish kind of white with my shimmery. No, you know, I'm going to do just shimmer, I think. Because it's like a snaky, venomy. Alright. When Sean cleans up, I think he thinks that I literally use every freaking squeegee I have in the building.
Pretty much. And he's got a lot of them, too.
Because I have to have...
It's one and done type of thing.
It's a one and done for Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh
my God, look at that.
My gosh.
Look at that. Let's put this in the zone so you can see it. Yeah, look at that. Now, of course, if you've seen anybody else who's done it, if you could literally take your time and make them multicolored and stuff like that. It takes a little time to do, but that works too. It's very easy to do that.
That's why our product is so versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this one, and then we have one more. And we'll move on to the main sign.
Yeah, that green does look good, doesn't it? I know, Monique. Isn't it awesome?
What?
With how this looks.
I know. We're getting there. Okay, last but not least, we are going to do kind of a hot mess on the last one, kind of a potion-y look. So I'm going to grab my colors. Let me move everything out of the way here. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, here we go.
Finger method.
That sounds dirty.
I know.
Don't say it that way.
Elena, hello.
The finger method.
You're up late. How's New York doing? Little Italy, New York. That would be fun to go to. All the Italian food. Love Italian food. Get another one ready for you. This is also known somewhat as the hot mess. Oh, Long Island. It could be LA. Long Island, Little Italy. It's probably Long Island. Nice cool fall weather. Feasts of San Gennaro in Little Italy is on right now. Oh, very cool.
Okay, so to remove this, I'm just taking my squeegees. Sean got me, as you could hear him, he said, I'll get you a clean one. And I'm just removing them in the colors. So we're going to start with Superstitious. Now, you guys, I mean, you can try to keep this, but it's going to get mixed. Now we're going to hit our orange.
Come to Florida, we'll cook you a nice Jewish meal. Ooh, Jewish meal. I don't think I've ever had anything Jewish too much that I can think of.
Okay, so we're going to do that all over again. But because what it is, I'm going to wash it and dry it, and then Sean can dry that one.
Although a mean brisket, I hear, can't go wrong with that. All right, let's get this up and drying. Give me a sec.
Do you want me to do the sign here or that later? Or
What?
the sign? Will be fairly quick. I think I'm probably going to do it one color
Okay.
to keep it simple.
Yeah, we'll do that and we can call it good.
Okay.
And then just do one togetherness in your stuff.
What do you mean?
Are you going to do both sides?
Well, I'm pretty much done with those signs. I just have to glue it.
Glue it, yeah.
Let's do. You think I should add color? I was just gonna do like white to make it pop. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think you should. Yeah, Monique, it's gotten cold here quick. It was in the 80s and 90s for a long time, and then this last week it was like 40. We're gonna be in the low 40s at night. I can open up.
I love it at night when he opens the windows.
Open the windows.
Because in our little room with all of those dogs, let me tell you, it gets hot.
Yeah, 3 unopened deliveries because of a sad family. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elena. But yes. She said she ordered some of this stuff.
Yay!
Yay.
I did my unboxing of the thing that came in, and I'm obsessed. So many project ideas when I was done with the live, and I said, I'm going to do this, Sean. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Yep.
And literally he was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like the old Kenny's back. He goes, you haven't been this inspired in a long time. And I said, well, when we finally get what we have been wanting, it's amazing.
What was Sean's green shirt the other day? The one with the headless horseman.
It's Haunted Mansion.
It's a Haunted Mansion one.
Oh no, that's Park
Nope.
Candy.
Yeah.
That's Park Candy.
Yeah, it's not a Roosevelt one.
Yeah, Park Candy. And it's their Halloween collection.
Yeah.
And I think it's still in stock. That was a good shirt. We have a lot of their stuff. Today he didn't even realize that he is wearing a Halloween shirt. Or I mean a Christmas shirt.
I'm wearing a Christmas shirt right now.
I told him, I said, Sean, that's Christmas.
I
Because
don't know
I know, but by the time I knew it, I'd already...
So if you don't know for the Star Wars fans, this is Hoth, this is the creature that attacked Luke, and then of course you got a little tiny AT-AT, and you can see Luke, or not Luke, but Han Solo right here. Yeah, but then there's Christmas tree lights. It's like, or Christmas lights.
He was so funny. I go, Sean, you do know it's more Halloween time. I know, I forgot.
Matzo ball soup, a kugel, some latkes.
Speaking of that, I mean,
Brisket,
I know this is
even-
different, but we need to go see that Greek wedding movie.
Oh yeah, somebody else was just saying that they want to go see that.
It looks
looks
good.
good.
I like the first two.
It's 80 degrees right now in Colorado, or in Las Vegas. Gosh. I know, it's always hot there. Always hot. .48 degrees in Montana. Oh, look at that.
Looks so good. All right, Johnny.
That's awesome.
I'm going to clean this and let's move on to this. We're almost done.
All right. Let me just clean this.
You want to turn on my glue gun?
I sure will. Okay, that's clean. Let me dry it real fast. Florida, still in the 80s in Central Florida, and humid.
I was going to do little fingerprints on there, but I think I really like the starkness of the black. What do you think? Because I was going to do little fingerprints, but I think I'm going to pass. What do you think?
Yeah, let's mess. Let's.
Okay, so.
Love the hot mess jars. I know,
I know, everything's so cute. All right, so I'm going to put everything up here. These can go on the back for right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to move on. Now the sign, uh-oh. The daddy-o.
We're doing whites. We'll leave that out.
So the sign is where the two, the witch and the...
The witch, the lion, and the wardrobe.
No, what's it? It's a warlock are going to
Warlocks.
sit. So their little legs are going to be dangling over it. Now Sean painted the inside of this.
Yep.
We're going to be using this, the Cabinet of Curiosities.
I used
And at first I was
caviar.
going to do maybe some colors, but I actually think Sean is right. I think that basicness. So I'm going to use the color I created mixed with bright white and shimmer frost. Now this color that I created, I'm not going to use a lot of it. This is just going to give it that nice distress. So we need 3 separate ones, and depending on how much I want to use of that. How much do you think I should use?
Which one? Here, that one? Trying to make it look like
Oh
it's-
shit, I should probably take it off.
Yeah, it's still on its backer.
I was like, wow, did I already do the white? Nope, I didn't. Will you have my Dixie dirt ready to go?
I can.
Thanks.
Let's see if I can find
It's right up there.
My son and his wife are taking me and my husband to Universal Studios for my birthday in early October. I hope it's not 5,000 degrees then. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It'll still be pretty warm, still humid. I guess the best time to be in Florida is for like Disney and whatnot is February, March.
We were at Disney 2 years ago during this time.
Oh my God, it was ungodly hot. And
It
humid.
wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
it was horrible.
Oh my gosh, you are so dramatic.
What cameras are we using? We are using Avipas, AVIPAS.
AKA Break the Bank. Kenny had to take out a loan
They were,
cameras.
at the time, they were $650 a piece. They are called PTZ, Pan Tilt Zoom, which is the remote for it. You can pan, tilt, zoom everything with this. You can preset everything, spot, shots. That's why you can sometimes I'll just put one button and it goes right to where I want it, and you can program it and whatnot. They're nice cameras, but yes, they are a little pricey.
All right, so we finish it. After I've done all the little spots, I kind of want the distressed. I got my nice shimmer frost in there, and then I'm finishing it with just a layer of white. And this is the part where I'm going to kind of push it through the screen a little bit harder on this part. And you can already tell areas that you're like, ooh, that's too dark in that area. And you can actually just manipulate the paste just kind of by going back over and over and over it and pushing it through the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just be very careful because if you push too hard, sometimes it can seep out.
Seep out and go farther than you want.
Okay, I'm thinking that is good. I did get some on my frame.
$6.50 on a new bread dough. Did you get the kind that's like in a bowl? I hear that's really nice. Finally got to get some good stuff. Well, good for you, Monique.
Okay, so it's lifting up a little bit of my white. Now, when it does this, do you guys know why?
Because it's drying.
So my
too
white
thick.
is too thick, so we have to thin it out. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to actually have Sean dry this. I'm going to wash and dry it, and we're going to relayer it. Will you also thin out my white?
Yep.
Should have caught that.
Well, you do have one of those. Yeah, I hear those are nice. But basically, like you said, the white got a little dry, too dry while putting it on there. Thin it out. Match it back up and put it right back on there. Ooh, sourdough. My fave. Love a good sourdough.
So when I was using the white, I could tell it was pretty thick. When we add water, we just use distilled. Once again, that comes to the whole mold thing. And you want it to be the consistency. Usually, I always say cake batter, sour cream, and white for me tends to dry out quicker because I use it a lot. And usually, when I'm using it, sometimes I leave the lid off. Usually, if I have my shit together, I have all my paste colors, and Sean and I will go through and prep for the live. Mm-hmm. But we were so busy today that did not happen. So the white was how.
It wasn't really that bad, but you can definitely tell when once you put it on, it's not something you should let it sit out over.
The nice thing is we have our basic outline, so lining it up is pretty easy, and these dry super quick. So I always just wash it. I put it down sopping wet, facing up, and then I use this, and Sean can explain kind of what this is.
So for those who
I'm
are...
gonna sneeze just a sec.
Gesundheit.
Oh, I just bit my tongue.
Oh no. So for those who know Norwex, this is the window cloth. The window cloth does really well on absorption, and that's why it works really well on these transfers when you're trying to get it dry. Bless you, says Meg.
I bit my tongue. Have you ever done that when you sneezed and bit your tongue? Ow.
Now, he could have left this just as is.
Oh, yeah.
You could. I mean, if you really wanted a real distress, there you go. But we want it to be a little more...
I mean, I almost thought about leaving it, but then it was like, I don't mind that distress, but it needs to be a little bit more.
A little more able to read and see it.
Oops, I should have used a...
Bigger one.
And to be quite honest, because I use the shimmer first, shimmer, for some reason our shimmer frost, you always want to use that as your top layer. It doesn't do well as the bottom layer and things will peel up. So hopefully it doesn't do that here. It might. We'll see. If it does, we'll just have a nice distressed look, right, Sean?
Mm-hmm. Feel it right there.
Where?
Right there in that curly Q. Yep.
Maybe I wanted it there.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to do the shimmer because you always want it as your top layer.
It'll get lost underneath the shimmeriness of it.
And if you want it to be distressed, just leave it on a little longer. So, and we're still going to get that distressed look that I want. Nice. Look at that, Shawnee.
Still looks great.
I love it. That's a So good.
Love it.
Ah, see, look at that color that I made is coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it?
I do.
Oh, that looks so good.
Look at that. This is a 6 by 18. Do a glow in the dark, yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, a little glow. You could do a glow in the dark with this, absolutely, like Beth was just saying. For I know, here we pop up her thing. So you could do this. Do a right on top of it. Do glow in the dark because you won't see it during the daytime, but once its lights are out, it's very cool.
So this is the Norwex cloth on I'm using right now.
Yeah, let me go. Yeah, so there's the Enviro sponge. It's the spongy.
The rough side.
Yeah, so the rough side, cold.
You don't need to push too hard, but
Nope.
just
And use cold water.
that shimmer off.
Yeah, just use cold water immediately, and it takes not 100% off, but it does really well with getting most of it off.
All that shimmer dust off.
Yeah, it's excellent.
It does
Okay.
so well.
Yep. Good night, Misty. I know, Elaine. Isn't that nice? That came out really good.
Let me see it.
Awesome.
Oh, it turned out so good.
So good.
I love the distress. Do you like it?
I love this. Everybody's loving it.
It's almost a little too much there, but I'm okay with
That's
it.
okay. It's okay.
All right, so
We know it's an E.
here we go.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put this over here. There. We'll save this a little bit. Okay, so now my glue gun should be on. Hopefully. Nope. Someone forgot.
I forgot.
Someone forgot, so now we wait. But that's okay. I can get some of my Dixie dirt on here.
Yep.
You have a pen in there.
I do?
Right there.
Oh, where? Sorry, Catherine. The office space is no longer. Yeah, it's such an old space.
Makes
The
me
HVAC
sad.
system, yeah, the HVAC system was 1987, and they were not going to upgrade it, and we could not keep it cold enough for the candy.
We lost almost
We lost,
$1,500
yeah.
worth of candy. It was so discouraging because it was a dream and it was something that we were both excited and it was perfect, and it wasn't the fault of the landlord or anything. They had very limited stuff, but it was just, it is what it
It
is.
is what it is, yeah. Just give me a little dirty look. I know it's a little hard to see it on camera, but it works really well.
So it will get everywhere. It's kind of like glitter, just it cleans up a lot
There you go.
easier.
Yeah.
But I just take my brush and kind of grunge it up. Just make it look nice and...
Grungy. So this dirt gives you, as you can tell, it makes his surface a little more grungier, dirtier look. When you add it to like a wet part of your paste, after you pull, you put it on there, and it just gives it a little bit of a dirty, grungier look to it.
You can probably see it right there. Huh?
Yeah, so you can definitely see how it's dirtied
where
up
it's
that.
clean, and then I'm just taking a brush.
It's super fine, almost baby powder like colored dust. This one's called charcoal. It's dark gray. The light gray is called ash, and then they have a really dark one called, or a brown one called earth.
And what's really cool with this stuff, it's hard to do, but I'll see if I can do it. If you blow just right, you don't want to spit, but if you blow or even just like a fine, like mist, it reacts with the dirt and kind of gives it. And then you'll get nice. See how you're getting splotches?
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
And then the dirt.
It's just cool stuff. I'm not spitting, I'm just blowing the dirt off.
I'd show you what the dogs are doing, but we're not on Wi-Fi. We're on.
Okay, what do you think? Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Lovey, love, love, love.
Okay, so we got that all distressed. Now my hot glue gun should be up. Nice little distraction. There is dirt everywhere.
Dirty,
Well, it's
dirty.
not dirt, I guess. It's... Dirt, dirt, dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
No.
All right, let's glue.
Glue time. The dogs are doing well, Casey. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so we'll take off our placement tape we had. And then our base, which is... Where are the bases for these, Mr. McCoy?
What are you looking for? Your bases?
My bases.
Let me see if they're all under here, maybe. That's not...
Oh, here they are.
Oh, they're right there. I have that glue gun too, and I love it. Yeah, we have that one, and we also have the mini.
So I just want to make sure my tape lined up, which it did. Okay, so let's grab our things. And then we're going to do them right here. So lining it up. Okay. And then I'm going to use something to raise these up just a little. You can use caps, lids, all of the things. But we also have, where are my magnets? There they are. I just use magnets. Now this is not a metallic board, but I'm just using the magnets as a way to just lift it up a little. These do have stick on the back. They're not very strong.
No.
If I'm being 100% honest. Okay, so we are going to lift these up as if they are in front of... Should we do these next to each other or all those at the same level, you think? Or same level?
Probably the same level is okay.
Okay, and then lay the other one.
Unless you did two.
I might do it on the other side.
Yeah, Polly, we know that that problem.
What?
Too many dogs on the bed, and you have to move them around so you can get in.
Mm-hmm.
She's got 4 doggies.
Oh my goodness.
We've had 4 before. It's tough to work with them with that many. But
With Hunter right now, we can't have more.
No.
Because he is a good boy, but not a good boy.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
All right. That might be a little crooked, but that's okay. What do you think? Not crooked? Crooked?
Oh, it's good.
Okay. Okay, right next to each other. And then we're going to add some more magnets on this and lift this guy up. Oops, I should have put a magnet here. Well, that's going to be its forever home right there. Should I do 2 or 1? That's 1.
Oh, yeah, there's one. I do too.
Okay. Can you give me another package of magnets?
Mm-hmm.
What's nice during Halloween is all of your extra little strands are,
We're cool.
they're little,
Spider webs.
yeah. Yay! Okay, so now we're going to do a little shelf. And these are basically Do I like it like that or
I
that?
do it that way.
Okay. So these are just going to be kind of a shelf, and I'm going to lean it down like this. So, right about there, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is where I'll need Shawnee's help to make sure I'm nice and straight.
That's right. Very good.
Still straight because I moved it. Yay! Okay, so this guy is going to lean like this. So to do that, we're going to add 3 magnets on the bottom. And then I won't do it on camera just because we are dinner and stuff, but I'm basically mimicking the other side.
Mirroring it.
Mirroring it. So we'll show you how it looks though, but...
One great Is that a Pyrenees, Catherine? And 3 Cavalier King Charles. Those are cool dogs. Couple more.
Yeah. Wow. I lifted that up pretty good.
Guess I could have cut that shelf even more in half.
That's okay. These magnets are cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Probably why they don't stick very well. No shade, Couture. It's just not the best magnet.
Yeah,
We need neodymium. What are they called?
Neodymium.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to add just a little bit of glue here. An ever so slight here.
Nice.
Let that dry for a quick sec. Then use your imagination for the other side. Ow, son of a nutcracker!
That's hot.
Owie!
Burn you?
Yeah!
Where? On your forearm?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna leave a mark.
Ooh. That's the only bad thing about that freaking hot glue gun is it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Hot.
All right. Base. I'll get my other side. And then you got to imagine the little gnome sitting on it. Oops. I put it in backwards. This isn't the one that went to this one. Where did I put that one?
What are you looking for?
This didn't go to this one. Oh, here it is.
What is it different?
Yeah, the line's a little off so I can tell. There we go. Okay. And then this is where my gnomes are going to sit. They're gnomes, right? Where are you going?
Another stick.
I do? I do. What would I do without you?
Yes, Monique, he used very cheap magnets.
They got the job done.
We didn't have anything else. I could have found a wedge or some other things. Would have worked, but we didn't have anything. It works.
So basically, I'm just using these houses painted black because it will make the base for the gnomes to sit on. So their little feetsies can dangle. Oh my goodness! How cute! Sean? Oh my goodness. And the other side is going to look so good. And then you're going to have a little gnome here. And then a little gnome over here. And then the other side, like maybe I'll do it kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that turned out so good.
Love it.
Oh my goodness.
Love it.
I love it.
That is so cool.
And I think on the other one, I'm going to do the shelf. This on the shelf.
There you go.
You know, change it up. Make it.
Spooktacular, yep.
So I'll do on the other side, I'll do this, this, this. No. This, no. Like that. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool! Yay!
What a comeback. You've done it again, I know.
Oh, I've missed it, you guys. I am so glad. I was so excited to do this live all day and planning it. And I even stopped a couple projects because I told Sean, I said, I know exactly what I want to do. And it's good to be back creating. But here's the deal. You want to know why it's good to be back creating?
Why is that?
Because I have product that I like.
Yes.
This is a product that I've been wanting and love and literally get your creativity going. And that's what I love about Couture. Not only, obviously, I just love the product, but I love the fact that we can take the same transfer and come up with two completely different projects.
Yep, completely different.
And they're so good. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Sorry we didn't complete the other side, but you guys get the idea.
Get the gist.
I will be doing a Ken from the Card tomorrow. Probably in the evening, usually between 4 and 5 is when I go. Mm-hmm. And I'll have a photo of this by then too, of what it looks like completed, or maybe I'll show it in the car. Yeah. And we will be back then, of course, next week with another
project.